every single ICE agent who's engaged in this aggressive overreach and are trying to hide their identities from the American people will be unsuccessful in doing that. This is America. This is not the Soviet Union. We're not behind the Iron Curtain. This is not the 1930s. And every single one of them, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes, will of course be identified.
And you wonder why they lose. Tonight's Red Hot video, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries vowing to make public the identities of ICE agents involved in the deportation of illegal immigrants. This despite the fact that these agents are hiding their identities due to the increased threats they are under. Virginia, I mean, this is a dangerous play by the Democrats. What are they thinking, trying to put our men and women, our ICE agents, in danger?
That question, what are they thinking? We ask that over and over and over. They're not thinking. I mean, you have to ask, to what end, Hakeem Jeffries? To what end you want their identities exposed? Because the government knows who they are. They're government employees. So you want their identities known to the public. There can only be one answer to that. You want them harassed, you want them doxxed, you want them threatened, which is all happening to these individuals. And like you said, Mercedes, they're covering their faces because they are facing these threats, but also because they're arresting criminals, gang members, terrorists, who probably also shouldn't know who they are.
Daniel, explain to me why the Democrats continue to support the Maryland man and now trying to demonize our ICE agents. This goes back to when they were thinking, let's abolish ICE. I mean, they have it all wrong.
Well, with the Maryland man, the Trump administration admitted in court that it was an administrative error that he had been deported, and so that's why he sexually
assaulted his. I mean, he assaulted his wife. I mean,
there's a reason that there's not some huge upswell of people, Democrats, wanting Hakeem Jeffries to run for president.
That is true.
People like Gavin Newsom, people like Josh Shapiro, who want to run for president. They're not saying expose all the ICE agents' identities. And so we have to remember that you can disagree on policy. You can say the Trump administration is going too far on deportations and going after regular migrants who are just trying to serve their family. But these ICE agents are just doing their jobs, just like most Americans. So they're following orders. They're deporting people who are illegal in this country.
But this goes to a bigger issue. 30 million people, I think, came into the country illegally under Biden. 29 million, some outrageous number.
I don't know where you're getting that number.
Whatever the number. I know it was 2.9. I know it was 2.9 million in 1 year.
30 million Americans.
2.9 million in 1 year, and it felt like 30 million. But at the end of the day, I don't remember one press conference where Hakeem Jeffries stood up and faced the American people and said, I'm this concerned about fighting illegal immigration. Why aren't the Democrats focused on the illegal aliens that are in this country instead of the hardworking men and women who are working to defend this country every single day? I mean, it's outrageous.
These are terroristic threats by Hakeem Jeffries, the Democrat leader in the House of Representatives. They're turning our country into a third world country because they're the left. They're radicals. They're not liberals. They're the left, and they're radicals. And listen, you see this, and we've seen this in third world countries for years, where the police go in and forced to take on cartels and gangs, and they cover their faces because the gangs will come after the officers and their families, and they will literally murder them. And what Hakeem Jeffries is doing here is threatening our federal law enforcement with murder and threatening their families for doing their job.
To protect illegals.
And he's not saying
to
protect
the American people. He's saying that he will dox them, which is to threaten them and endanger them.
People get threats all the time.
Oh, they get threats all the time.
No, I don't think that's acceptable. I'm just saying that they would join judges, senators, members of Congress.
Brett Kavanaugh.
They're not elected officials.
They're not elected, et cetera. But that's why you wonder that White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, she left the Democrat Party. Wow. I mean, it's got to be their leaders.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.